mind home. And the Amuya Ghana, and yet it's very painful. You should think about the poor.
Yet to be faggy, any money's got caught. Nafa nkoko ishe roko krati tiskeni bimano. Wado dapa no akwa report so repu. Ni a cheno na chese de dimo gwade.
What do you say now with the dollar at 14.2?
I'm very sure that if in August 4, 2014, the dollar was growing that fast, if the same managers were here today, we'll be buying dollar at 25 cents.
Really?
Yes, because what was happening? Can you tell me what was happening in 2014? For which reason our city should move from 1.2 to 3.9? Can you tell me what was happening? Tell me the extraordinary things we are experiencing now. Even today, this evening as we speak, China. Containers from China to Ghana has doubled. Are you aware?
So are you saying that they were better managers? That is why
I am telling you that if they move dollar from 1.2 or 1.3,
it was 3.3 at the time.
They took it at 1 cedi. I'm giving you the
I'm just saying that on August 4, 2015, Dennis Miracles Abuaji, you tweeted and you said that dollar has gone back from 3.3 to 3.9.
That's what I'm saying. So it would have been worse. This money why was it moving from 3.2 to 3.9? What was happening in 2014?
But now you took it at the point that you came to power, and now at 14.2.
That is why I'm telling you that you see,
if they were there, they wouldn't have done
it. It would be worse.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. But why? When you're running an organization, you run an organization with the conditions. The conditions will determine where you can move the organization to. In Ghana today, the challenges we suffer, the challenges we face in the midst of global economy, if these managers were the ones in charge between 2020 and now, we'll be buying dollar at 25 cedis or 30 cedis. Because in 2014, we had no reason to have our dollar where it was at that point.
No reason?
Absolutely. Can you tell me some mention? I can tell you what COVID has done to us. I can tell you what Ukraine Russia have done to us. I can tell you what the challenges in Asia has done to us. Can you tell me what was happening in 2014? Mention, just tell me what.
All right, I was informed about the bar and a live stream so but I believe it's anopa e Ghana nti say o hwe me a me pa che me mo kwa ba say woni me ba betina na I know I couldn't just stream thing and I decided say I need to fix some things behind the scene to me try we have say everything is okay and 5 p.m. Ghana time I'll still be live and then we kick the things show nti no anema na nke ba be bobo so no e na ene be ba na NPP as a political party there seems to be something wrong with the party because things doesn't add up. As somebody doesn't want Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to become president in NPP by itself and Ankasa. And that is something we're going to discuss today. Now, and then maybe NPP response ayedema Attorney General enkom of DB one you were out of force and seminar court no ebo bosoba. NPP surprisingly no the response be about now and then me no those kind of responses na fi dey akitwe ho nkomo say if the responses no it make sense to you and I say it makes sense because I don't want to make things up here. That is why I was a no meeting in akitwe nkomo no na fi dey e say bibia e okay. Electoral Commission of Ghana say replacement of voter ID card no or shall say and that is something I me say e shall say e dey ho nkomo. Enti me pa cha so wo Ghana na say voter ID card in one way or the other, either say ayera, and I say who, and I say bit number say asay. Inti ubit me ako EC office be an okwa kwasesa voter ID card into Electoral Commission of Ghana and Kaiba or they ba and then they say what they say man or shall say. All right, Thomas Asante, nti me da say what the message be about me da say. Therefore, and then near ebetwetwe ho nkomo NPP response Omdema near NDC region says he didn't get the buy no. Tieba say make sense. But surprisingly, no, I saw this video Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Can't send you video num say our problem with that law again if causing financial loss to the state. No. And then secondly, no, ono who boni bia woni a ato force here no. Enti odi kokobo ma NPP ministers and then when you say they are to force engineer court and say monso mo hwe my life ye e pa cha ye nko na ye ni ye nko first particular video na ona working there Ohene Japan editu dwa no.
But honestly I'll be frank me nim say some no court here but I disagree with ato forcing the no. Yes. Now truth will kill me because Sawusi will be a minister of finance. Nese ministry be edine yabano establish LC manwa. Now kasa dia eni amu ministers na motiwa na mu heli sayid. Mu hweni.
Ana we bia bibi wo mu anwunim.
Well, but I'm telling you, my reading kakra, and I'm just saying, in principle, Sawuka James said, after forcing, causing financial loss to the state, because he established an LC for a ministry. It is not his responsibility to check, say, it is the responsibility of that particular ministry. I will establish an LC on his behalf to check.
And on to the BS or any.
What you say? Media, Mrs. Awu Yusu and no as causing causing financial loss to the state. I disagree. Me must state my position. And I'm so watching me, but
oh, there be
maybe
I facts available.
I know the facts. I know. What you say? I disagree because yes, sir, ministers. You are not even empowering anybody to sign anything because they will take a clue from Ato forcing. It is a real phone, sir.
But unfortunately, no, Ato forcing is in court. He has not been sentenced. So they are okay.
Yeah,
I think so. Obey given the case.
Right. I'm saying or court to a young canopy. Anyway, but me no but my stating my position means no. I can't. And here I am not against Obi Awam this can no. But the cry be alpha.
Enti Honorable Kennedy Ohene Akompreko a Japan say onye against say ubedi man sika na yedoboko court dabi. Na mum say we minister na wama aban na issue letters of credit to another ministry. Say onfa nkwa kraka amra na say wo mum na yedoko gina court for causing financial loss to the state there. Ono sa amra no on tiase. Nti was a Ghana na yehwe sa amra no yi. Then he sent a caution to NPP ministers say Monso ye ministers. Moti ho mo sere. Na mo hwe ni yi because amra no ye de bi bechewo. Ye de bechewo pepepe. That is the message Kennedy Ohene Japan e de ma NPP for. Now that was when this matter was starting up. We didn't even know say ebedu level say one of the accused persons, Becca say AG, and then I question Diamond, baby, Equidija. Actually, in some of our to the extent that Attorney General, no mum, they can't change the say a Chiname Marcourt in Tisha, that hospital in your mouth, fake documents, you know, this kind of stuff. Now, and so NDC, Nipane Adinigina court, a cow court, Emma court records issue, say Attorney General. Dada no hunu na say only adanse kunumu engu Ato forcing so honorable Ato forcing nefa Ato forcing gotum but also ono de onye on the records of the court no Attorney General say enye no kore so ono na shie ba bia kan asem no na busa for surprisingly no NDC for being led by his honorable Johnson said unketia at the audio and WhatsApp messages AG ni papa e discuss abetuja. And so why an NPP for also say, hey, Massa, and that's when I'm okay. In some I'm okay with tape me na and you know correct a dog take tape. These are not my words. These are the words of NPP. In Tisa won't Jinia, me pacho, young corner, young NPP response. Or me ba, I also go back and then play you that of the NDC. Now, I feel the era to tomorrow. Now, there are some key words, you know, my NPP penny for a use or more response to Numa, as I mentioned, that no one yard, papa. Some materials is here in some American. Now recording as we be playing, as somebody comes to say a doctor taper. Doctor tape, you say a voice be baby na, Marcus sending me voice abeshaho. That is the meaning of what we call doctor tape. But here you could clearly see say a age in Ankasa Nekasa, so I don't even know where doctor tape means. Then NPP lawyer Panipa ba say van a through and only who say a trotro. A patch over the uncle, na you don't want coach some common
basic requirements for an ambulance. In short, they were not fit for purpose. This was confirmed by a letter written by the then Minister for Health, Dr. Alessegbefia, and other assessments by the National Ambulance Service. In point of fact, Alessegbefia, in the letter to Big C, described the ambulances as ordinary vans, to wit, trotro. Interestingly, this same himself, Alessegbefia, was sitting with them in that press conference. These vehicles were never used and could not be used as ambulances during the whole tenure of the John Mahama administration. Following the change in government in 2017, investigations commenced and statements were taken from several people, including the incumbent Speaker of Parliament, Kingsford Bagbin, Mr. Kweku Ajiman Mensah, Madam Sherry Aite Disease, and Dr. Alessegbefia, all of whom were former health ministers, as well as first accused Kesela Tuforsen and other persons, including the third accused person, Richard Jakpa. Out of these many people, the Attorney General, convinced that the willful act of Kesela Tuforsen had resulted in a financial loss of 2,370,000 euros to the state, charged him before the High Court, together with Sylvester Animana, the former chief director of the Ministry of Health, and Richard Jakpa, a businessman, for causing financial loss, abetment to causing financial loss, and misapplying public property. The proceedings before the High Court. Ladies and gentlemen, proceedings in this matter have run its full course since commencement in December 2021. The prosecution, led by the able Attorney General, called 5 witnesses in proof of its case. Lawyers for first accused, in an attempt to truncate the proceedings, filed a submission of no case and urged the court to rule that Kesela Tuforsen had no case to answer, as no prima facie case had been made against him. This plea was outrightly rejected by the court, presided over by Justice Ifia Sewa Asaribotre, a justice of the Court of Appeal, sitting as an additional High Court judge. The court ruled, among others, that the Attorney General had led sufficient evidence to establish a case against Atuforsen and therefore ordered him to open his defense. Atuforsen subsequently opened his defense.
Asama ya kan ya asamo a ehu hia Ghana fo yi pa. NDC for adendada atro kontompo epese omudi mfuturo gu Ghana fo ani. Send ye be ya omupani a wo parliament ya bo no kwadu. So o ma Ghana boka. Wo ma tika. Ode ne pe na namra kwan so no tietia e Ghana mra so no omu pese omudi dede atro nkontompo eto no so abusuafo asem ne say kona koto ambulance bra ambulance ahenu 200 ambulance asem a ye kan National Ambulance Service in so beka say ambulance we omuntimi nyusi wo di nipa tum kra nipa no kra bedu hospital no wawu wo bogana ka wo di Ghana dream ye wo kwakọ gina nsani bia ya bo wo kwadu wan fa ye sika no anhye ba bi o so de hye ana wasa ma Ghana asa ahwere sika. Asemi wo court nyina no the Attorney General nyamianum no kranie o wakukudro pa wagina pintin se bema sɛ ɔma Ghana ɛnhwiri sika akasakasa aba no soɔ nkomodi aba no soɔ akyɛw pa aba no soɔ ne nyinaa no wampa aba yenkotie a ɔpani baako ɔmo ayɛ frɛ no Japa ɔno no sɛ attorney general frɛfrɛ no anadwo ka kyerɛ no sɛ asɛm no ɔnka ne sei attorney general nyɛ saa da san sɛ attorney general ɔde na dance die nya na kwakodom court dada attorney general ne mmara mu yɛka ne sɛ wɔ close ne case wa yɛwie ne krataa nyinaa ɔde akɔ asɛm no ani da ho asɛm no akwakɔ ese nono ani da ho sɛ plane yɛ monche mu ndc fo hu sɛ asɛm yi deɛ ne yɛkeka kɔ yi deɛ kamia kɔ sɛ asɔ yɛ minority leader ne nan asɔ ne nsa ntie ne yɛbɛtwa ntoro letterhead letters omo atrobae letters omo atrobae a omo ba be pa kyɛw sɛ ampa ɛka na aba ye beba be fa ye ambulance tonto na ye de bae no na yetua 2 million euros adi amamo ɛna attorney general sɛ da bi ɛyɛ big C company no ɔno asɛm a yedi wɔ court no ɔnka ho bi lawyer ni bɛka sɛ big C no ɔnyɛ party to asɛm na ɛkɔ no na obi asɛ bi wudi asɛm a wonka ho bi so ɔdena no asɛm brɛw na sɛ ne wo sa kɔ kyɛn sini sɛ wokɔ peska na hefa na akɔ ho no ana attorney general sɛ da bi mo a moyɛ party no sɛ mo na mode saa asɛm ne ba sɛ mo na mode ba de a ɛne obesom sɛ benka wa ndi bɔne a nka bɛka sɛ ye obetua 2 million euros na wasa bɛfa cars na kɔ eti ebura na obi di w'anim a ɔde wo kɔ yewura gɔfrɛ dam fie a wokɔ patch ɔsa asɛm no onje mu no ewura to force wada padie na ɛda edi no asɛm no yɛnka o media mu yɛbɛka ɔka no law court sɛ yɛ ɔmo so mba bedwane afi law court na ɔmo de ɔmo nsan betu media ɔmo boa enya adwuma nɛ enya adwuma kyerɛ wabɔ Ghana ka go and answer where the Ghana dream go and answer yes wabɔ Ghana koro no go and answer enya afɛ na mba bɛde fake tape ne doctored tape manipulated tape yɛkekesi ani if I hear hosa message ni so a baby ono papa jakwa na e ka kire yewura gofre dam se opese ohia no ne meeting ana yewura gofre se onua na monua so ne ma me hu onua so ye Supreme Court judge a ye frɛ no Justice Emmanuel Johnny Kolendi o bu sonko de ma no enti onua enti any arrangement no meeting cross here bia no me dia fa no so obu sonko a o ma Supreme Court judge ntia and the NDC for adani atsem nani say yewura gofre dam ne person arrange meeting for what said there no benya free a okuta ono na dance die a emu odu abusuafo mesre and someone NDC for the betu dwa ene no eni nyina so bia eni nyina so baako sei eti asem ne die yewura atofosen mesre asem ewo ho a wo so kwa ansa court enye sa antro we na mode be fa go fedan ma me wie a me ka sei me attorney general for ye hu o ma ba ma ho ba kwa go fedan for me is the best attorney general Ghana yenya no young man abrantia oye na djuma kama o wani die wo buo de mo bia wa hyeda sua adwuma no no mbeso mo say no NDC fo mu ntie on resign no china obekoso ya na Attorney General no ya na adwuma se ne se on resign no china obekoso ya na Attorney General no ya na adwuma se ne se young man abrantia oye na adwuma kama o wani die wo buo di mo bia wa hyɛ sua adwuma no no mbeso mo sɛ no NDC fo mu ntie on resign no china obekɔ so a na Attorney General no a na adwuma sɛ ne fata mo doctored mo fake tape ne makekansi ani ene mama ye ni nya no enkosi ba bia
and lacking in the basic requirements for an ambulance. In short, they were not fit for purpose. This was confirmed by a letter written by the then Minister for Health and lacking in the basic requirements for an ambulance. In short, they were not fit for purpose. This was confirmed by a letter written by the then Minister for Health, Dr. Alessegbefia, and other assessments by the National Ambulance Service. In point of fact, Alessegbefia, in the letter to Big C, described the ambulances as ordinary vans, to wit, trotro.
All right. NPP lawyer Frank Davis, sorry, say na my microphone my muting no. Say vans na ebaye no. Na a empty vans to wait trotro, meaning say empty van no a trotro. Na abusia for who mamen kan se bi ha. NPP as a political party, this current NPP as a political party. The best thing na omo ye organ so ye fa a reputable person in Ghana na ye gu anima say. That is what NPP and Nanado Danko Kufado and Mahmoud Bawumia. Lawyer Frank Davis, a big lawyer power. Lawyer is telling us, hey, empty van air trotro. Me pacho de car na Ghana efene trotro. Car ben na Ghana efene trotro. Car efene trotro ne van aba. Ya kasa ye de seat egum atwitwa ho na ye de ye adwuma enam bia kanesi to odoko Madina to the end air trotro. Me pacho odo ne van a hwinim air trotro. Wahu. Secondly, car be anywhere here. I think I have this video. I'm asking car be anywhere say an ambulance. There is no car in the world called ambulance. So that is where NPP, lawyer Frank Davis, and then Nana B is getting things wrong here. Car be anywhere say ambulance. A ordinary van. Na nema would be good car no. And on my friend ambulance. Your Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. The same Sprinter and be ambulance. We be the same Sprinter na air trotro Ghana. The same Sprinter no ba bruchira a cargo car the fan makeke. Be am 5 Sprinter and 5 nipa. There be a brucheka Sprinter and 5 nipa. And the term trotro in Ghana na air Sprinter if bruchira ba air just cargo car. You be twitwa ho de glass ahihye ho de seat sim any friend cargo car. And as your friend trotro. But the same car no see the medical equipment guma. And then a friend ambulance if they don't even know the differences are, and I need to tell them. And the NPP as a political party, no, maybe you get things wrong. Nana B is saying say at force and abokrono why you grim about your causing financial loss to the state. No, sign Nana B we a lawyer. Sana the at 14 regional court no sana then they are bono. We chain then contempt of court and some kwan as a lawyer. Sometimes I don't even know what this. But yeah, NPP for we call law school no free because I say we court no. Who gina actually abuye ni pan for that actually baby didn't go prison because we are mind sika. At force we are mind sika. And seminar your court no. E dwirim ne kata se de proye ne the letters of credit na mo ko gina court no. Actually say wa bo mind no. You don't even understand what you're talking about. But anyway, I'm not here to educate anybody. So what I'm going to do now is say I want us to do something different, kakra. Sometimes we one-sided and we mostly get confused about issues and other things. And to be per se, yanko hwese tape na for the bar out no. If send NPP for case air doctored, air fake, WhatsApp messages, air fake, na AG and organizing meeting they say. Yewra Japa Asian and I say Japa and Asia, you could already see all these kind of things in the conversation. Enti yanko sa video nina. Also surprisingly no, not true me say that be na AG. That be AG. Any papa Japa ebe bia ebe kase bia not true is all recording no. WhatsApp messages in our screenshot. Enti yanko na wan kasa make your own informed conclusion say na B say Dr. Tape na no kuro say na NDC for can no kuro. I don't even know. Let's all go and listen to NDC for on side of the story. Then we had it.
Goods have been delivered. That's also in the contract. No, so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So
Good.
So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letters of credit.
My patcho, this particular audio here with Attorney General Yera Godfrey Dame wa frɛ Jagba ye papa na efene se Jakwa wo sedi no omudi nkomo, and then Jakwa was recording. Inti that is the audio with you. Inti say doctor that me patcho ti ni NPP for being led by Nana B and lawyer Frank Davis say these are doctor tape. Inti ti ni you make your own conclusions out of it. Me patcho.
It's not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the sign of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. It is the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Pardon?
It is a contract for, I'm saying upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
It is a contract for every 50 ambulance.
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one?
No. The contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every few. You establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. And you know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you in any difficulty.
See, the problem I have in accepting that for you is accepting that for you is that in there are letters that confirm that both from principal that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contracts say because I was the agent at that time. Japan Business was the agent.
Hold on. LC's on site. Payment shall be in euros. First, we said there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Bridget, yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. Also.
Yes.
Yeah, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Also. So, and then also it goes ahead to say that payment shall be in a free manner. LC is on site of goods. In fact, what is even LC on site of goods? What does it mean?
What LC on site of goods means is that when you ship the documents, when you ship the goods, when you ship the goods from your port of origin, the bill of lading of the goods is what you use as
LC on site of goods means means when the goods have been shipped.
They have been shipped.
Not and then the goods have been delivered in Ghana.
No, when the goods have been shipped. Because you have gone to do pre-shipment. So what I'm trying to explain is that so you use the bill of lading. You use a bill of lading. You use a bill of lading.
You establish the LCs after.
Pause.
No. No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the supplier to invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are reserved upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every 50 ambulances. So in under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. You said so. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC, which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No. Government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now, this contract will become the ambulance will be coming in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered after that and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200.
Even then, the whole nation. That's not what happened in this case.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's not what happened. Yes, because the LC was established even before shipment inspection.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
there was no pre-shipment inspection. So
yeah.
Have been so there was no basis for the LC to be established in the first place.
No.
Really not.
It's wrong. When you establish LC, the LC had conditions precedent for it to be on it. And the condition precedent states that you can only cash the LC when international bank of the buyer before the LC can be on it. So even though the LC was established upon the signing of the contract, was supposed to be established upon the signing of the contract, it cannot be cashed or on it. It becomes a form of security for the service. He can then send a bill of lading to your bankers, to then honor the LC, because that is a condition precedent.
But in any case, in this case, even the LC was actually cashed. Everything. That payment was actually made before the goods were shipped.
No.
The goods got together.
No.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't have the supply. There is no way under the sun he could have cashed the LC before the shipping document, which were condition precedent, was presented to Ghana International Bank. Even when he presented the documents to Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC, raising issues of discrepancy, which came back to Bank of Ghana, which later went to the Ministry of Health, and then Animana authorized Bank of Ghana through Ministry of Finance to pay because they had sorted out the discrepancies with Big C. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple, the theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go. I decided not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I asked myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. Anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty. It's because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal, and through me, because I know the truth and I decide not to say it. About question sentence. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest, because I know that is not how it's supposed to be about it and how you want me to go about my answering question sentence. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple, the theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go about it.
So let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay,
if you agree to it this way, for me, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make
it doesn't also involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. It doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, yes. When you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft the contract, it says everything on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, the contract was drafted by government. It was done by government.
Oh, yes.
And it was an AG department perused the contract and approved the contract for government.
It is not a problem whether they approve it. Every contract is actually approved before later when they're implementing it, then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that, you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. Sentence. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest
because AG was telling him to go in some style. And also says, of course, he will be that style and he will be dishonest. So listen to here very carefully.
I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yoni Kulendi, when Yoni Kulendi's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, that is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue, me to go about my answering questions and things. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest, in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, Atu Forsen, to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yoni Kulendi, when Yoni Kulendi's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal and through me because I know the truth and I decide not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. Anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty.
It's on the phone. I don't even know that.
Oh no. Don't worry about that one. My issue I'm talking about. Oh no, you and I will be meeting.
Nti edu harana AG who said best acquire record me. It was say well okay, but I hope say you are not recording me. That is what the conversation at AG because he realized hey the way this Mr. Japa is talking, I hear I say papa recording me.
He has never met the witness.
AG ni papa ni ekasa no. Attorney General now no pay obi di na kotum no afre ni papa for say be court na be di to guni parato na me fa nkotum. Now where lies the doctor tape of this? Wait, Nanabi, I don't know your friend David said doctor will. And the word doctor tape na Monte say. So what say doctor tape? These are conversations. Nipa to ni doctor, where is the original one? More for original one and that's okay. From the agents who record here, this is the conversation on any year. That is where you could produce documents and say the tape was doctored. Nana be different Davidson and you are all lawyers. And you know say in law court and as a person will you make your case genuinely? Evidence is the game. Mr. Japa, the evidence about said this is the conversation I had with agent. Most doctors are where is the original tape? And a Ghana from fan to it was okay, this is the original and this is the doctored one. Lawyer for you know. The NPP party in the Udagu and the must free. Lawyer from Davis, you go and must free for nothing. The party for entrance.
So until you ship the ambulances, you can't catch the ambulance, you can't catch the LC.
But it was that in this case also.
Yes, in this case, yes. When he shipped the ambulances, he then presented their documents to Ghana International Bank. And then Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC and raised issues of discrepancies, which was later cleared by Animana at the Ministry of Health for payment to proceed. And that is how he was paid.
Yes.
So, frankly speaking, if there's somebody who authorized this payment to go on, even though in Ghana International Bank raised issues of discrepancies, it's Animana. He was authorizing those payments.
But you recall when you had the Bank of Ghana officials and the Minister of officials and even Tepe say that no payment can go on except with Minister of Finance authorization. There's no way Minister of Health will authorize. In fact, Minister of Health actually even their letter they said no, they shouldn't go ahead and produce ambulances.
After that letter that Aite wrote that they should suspend production and those things was contrary to the terms of the contract. And that letter went to the office, the AG's office, and the AG debunked that letter and wrote his legal opinion and told her that they should proceed. So AG, that letter had been destroyed by your department, by your ministry. So that letter is of no value. It is the AG's legal opinion that overrode that letter. And Ministry of Finance had to implement the AG's opinion.
Yeah, and by the AG's legal opinion, the terms of the contract were honored.
Yes.
Or the terms of the contract were breached.
And because they were already breached, and the AG wanted them to honor it. So that should I test?
All right, for NT Mama, what a bit of the conversation at AG ne now. Me wa another video on this particular channel. Me discuss all these kind of things. Intimidate that video link and also to description of this video and also to the comment section of this video. Me we are messaging that to descriptions of this particular video. Me pacha click so ubetimi ahwe. Enti me da wase say one me etena wie nyame adoma nwumre Ghana time 5 p.m. Shia me na yentwehwem komo full length. Programming 1 hour with Monufie. If everything is okay, if you get a sound, if you think everything is moving on well at your end, I subscribe to my particular channel. Na me know about it now. So you've listened to NDC Foresight. The evidence about age papa ekasa. Na be monso say Dr. Tip. Make your own conclusions out of it. Now here we say any no kreno. Now but we are talking about the Attorney General of Ghana. Opeso the nipa ko prison. Na mum opeso de kweti kwan. According to NDC, no, and the Nipanoko prison. So make your own conclusions out of it. Now, who defend here or China will be do so. And see, I'm calling Mr. Kennedy Japan. So do you AG they are to force a coach in a quarter? No, it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. We are Menubesia 5 p.m. Ghana time. That will be bye bye.
But honestly, I'll be frank. My name says someone will quote here. But I disagree. I disagree with Atu forcing the Yes. Now truth will kill me because Sawusi will be a minister of finance. Nese ministry be edine yabano establish LC manwa. Now kasadia any more ministers na motiwa na mu heli sayid. Mu hweni.
Ana we be a bibi wo mu wonim.
Well, but I'm telling you, my reading kakra and I'm just saying in principle Sawuka James said Atu forcing causing financial loss to the state because he established an LC for a ministry. It is not his responsibility to check, say, it is the responsibility of that particular ministry. I will establish an LC